today we are going to check our new deck list for today. And today, um, these cards have been updated, and I've added some new combos in this deck. So I will explain the combos while actually showing you the main deck list. So without further ado, let's go. Let's start.
Starting off, we have one Astral Curbo. Astral Curbo helps you a lot whenever you feel like summoning cards, or even if you're bricked, you can just special summon this card. I suggest running two, but I only run one because I need him on the special terms, but I will run three in the future. Next is we have one Astraltopia. You need actually one because this card is super bricky. It will not it will not help you if you have two of these in your deck or three, because this card is actually not summonable when you don't have any Xyz on the field, so it will only brick you if this card is only on your hand. You must have special summoning cards in order to do that. So this card is helpful for any deck, not just the Utopia, but this card helps you a lot with this combo on this Utopia. I'll show you in a bit. So next is we have the three Zexal Servants, Ascended Sage. We run now three of this because this card is very needed in the deck. I was wrong on the first video that, to be precise, that I used one because it's super bricky, but now I really need three of this because you can special summon this and just normal summon the other one. It's not super bricky because it's special summonable when there's no card on the field, and this card helps you build up your combo much easier, even if you don't have to go on all around combo on this Utopia deck. Next is we have three Arm Sage. So we run now three Arm Sages on this. We really need this card because this card can special summon um, from your hand, and then if you only have one ZS Ascended Sage and one of these, just special summon these, and you can still normal summon on the turn, and you can still go for the combo. It's not very bricky. This card really needs three of them, and also you can search Zexal weapons. So this card is very needed for the combo, our new combo. So next is we run Zexal weapon Tornado Bringer. Tornado Bringer actually helps you because if the Equip Utopia is being targeted, it will not be targeted. It's very helpful, and like I said, with our new combo, it will be super indestructible. Next is we run one Twin Saber Pegasus, Zexal Weapon Twin Saber Pegasus for negation. For the Gagaga support and Dododo, we run Gagaga Coat, two of these, because Gagaga Coat special summons from the hand, so we need two of these. Next is we run two Utopic Onomatopoeia. You only need two for special summoning. It's very good for the combo, and you can special summon the rest of the combo using this card, which is very good, but you only need two, so it doesn't break. Now is this is the questionable one. One Dododo Go 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 Glove. The reason for me running this one at one because it became super bricky at the times that I've been dueling on the locals, and it has not been a very good card for me, and I felt like I need one, so when I adjusted it to one, it helps me a lot because there's an accessible combo even if it's one. Next, we're going to the hand traps, three dogwoods. We need three dogwoods on this deck because this deck actually helps you with the FT case. So if the FT case has powerful attack points on the monsters, activate dogwood. I'm sure they can. I'm not sure that the opponent has dogwood, but I'm sure mostly some of the players doesn't use this card, so they cannot cross out this. But it can be called by the grave, which is a problem. But the odds of that are very low, so we run three of these. Next is we have Two draws. So why do we run two draws? Because we can stop the uh, cards we get from the deck, especially from the runics. Runics have been a difficult fight for me, but it is still fun finding runic. And a friend of mine actually plays runic with Lightsworn, and it's very fun using that deck. I've seen him play that, and I've been enjoying playing with him. Next is rerun, of course, three maxis. So the reason why I run three maxis is this card still plays a lot in this deck for drawing, although we can actually just play it at two. But I will still run this at three because there's a lot of going on special summoning, and even if they called by this, it's not that dependable on this deck because you can still draw, and even if you don't have many cards in your hand, you can still play off the combo here. So next is rerun one kaiju. I forgot the name, sorry, just search it up. One kaiju and one Gamacell. So these two kaijus are very helpful when on the fight. So I will explain in this. Example, these two cards are on your cards, and there's one card on the field on your opponent. It's a very powerful card. Cannot be destroyed, cannot be negated, cannot be everything. And all in all, just tribute summon this using Gamacell, and special summon this and attack for destroy, and then you still want have one monster. You still have one monster to play at, and you can still actually combo with this, and I will show you why. I'm still planning to buy the Star Typhoon, but this card very helpful. Next, next on the list is we have the spell cards. The spell cards contains one Zexal Field. So Zexal Field is actually super helpful because we have again another combo which plays out on the Zexal Field combo. So I will show you in a bit again. Next is we have two Zexal Construction. You only need two for getting the cards you needed. The Zexal Weapons, Zexal Servants, the rank up magics, all of this to play your Kali Yuga. Then we run two Onomata Pickup so it doesn't brick, because if there's three it will brick. It's guaranteed to be drawn, but it's going to be bricky, so I run two of them. Next is I run three Onomatopoeia. Actually, this card can be swapped out with Onomata Pickup. So we can run three Onomata Pickup, and there's just three of these, two of these, and yeah, we can just replace it so it doesn't get bricky. But still, I want to play three of this instead of playing three Onomata Pickup. Our main combo of this deck is the Rank Up Magic Launch, which has been the greatest combo of the all because we can play Kali Yuga in this deck, and it relies on Kali Yuga. If Kali Yuga is dead and not summoned, this deck can still play, but it's gonna be hard. Just giving you the key pointers because this deck, I'm actually just gonna say this. It's a reliant on Kali Yuga in some of the cards that I added. So next is we have one Dark Ruler No More. We only need one because this card doesn't let you inflict damage to your opponent on the turn it's activated, so it's not very useful, but you can still combo of it if you want and go for the third turn. One XYZ Change Tactics for the draw of Utopia. One Cold Buy. One Reinforcement of the Army. One Hyper Rank Up Magic Utopia Force for our main monster in this deck, so we can summon Kali Yuga. Next is we run two Double or Nothing. This card really needs it because we can activate and special summon the Utopia Double, activate this card, if you're bricked and you cannot and you don't have this card on your hand, or you don't have Zexal Servant Ascended Sage, you can just run to this and then combo off whatever you need for this combo. And I'll show you in a bit what cards you can do or what combo can you do. So next, we're going to the trap cards. Yes, this deck has trap cards, but it's not what you think as a trap cards. 3 imperms. That's all you need. 3 imperms and 1 summon limit. 1 summon limit for negating. 3 for 3 imperm for actually having negations on the field. So if you don't have cards for the combo, you just negate, 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 and still combo over it. We can still play whenever you have 3 of this in your hand. Trust me, it comes to time that I have these 3 cards on my hand, and uh, I only have these two. I only have these two on my hand, and I only have like this. This is my hand on that first turn. It's actually pretty OP because I have 3 negations on the slots, and I still have my 2 negations. I will still explain a bit in a bit, so calm down. So yeah, that's all for my main deck. So we are now going to the side deck. Now, the side deck really contains a lot of questionable monsters. I removed Zeus from last time because he has become from my side deck. I will show you my side deck, which this deck has side deck, and I'm proud to say that even if they got sided, they are still usable because we can still manage a combo here. So now we're going on the Utopias for Dixie's. Number 39 Utopia. Number 93 Utopia Kaiser. Number 39 Utopia Double. And then we have Utopia Leo Ray. And we have the Utopia Prime. And now we have our Century Utopia Dragnar. This card, this Utopia setup is very good. These Utopias are needed in the deck. Trust me, these cards are OP. So I'll show you the combo later after the extra deck. So we run 665 and one and C is number 65. We run these two for the Zexal, which I'm going to explain. We run Kali Yuga, Big Eye, we run Draco Future, Utopic Future, and then we run our Primatech. Primatech is very needed in this deck because you can still get the combo and we can still play. So we have the Utopic, of course the Utopic Utopic Sage, ZS Utopic Sage, and now the last one, number 38, that is still Class A, but I am actually buying cards from today, so I will be hoping this card will be OCG'd. But again, this card very helpful for spell negations. So now I want to say that I'm planning to add the Secret Village for the Magicians because I can play the Magician's Play and then actually just don't let my opponents play spell card, and if C65 is on the field um, and that spell card is on the field as well, I'm pretty sure that there's no spell activation, there's no monster activation. The only problem is the trap cards and the hand cards or the graveyard. So the graveyard is that can be resolved by Abyss Dweller, but I'm planning on stopping all the cards, so I'm still making some combos, but I hope you watch my videos so I can still continue on finding ways to stop the playing of cards. That's my mission actually in this deck. I'm going to stop the activations of every cards on the field, which is not by Kali Yuga but by permanent, even if I went on the third, fourth, fifth turn. So there's no gonna be an activation on the field. and even if they battle, they will suffer. That's why I'm planning on actually building that card deck. So I hope you support me. So, what are the combos for this deck? So I will explain to you the combo right away. So the first combo is if these cards are on your hand, which I'm not going to lie, this card has popped a lot from my hand on my perspective, because these cards are the only cards that I can draw, and whatever I draw still helps me a lot. So if you draw these cards on your first turn, I will give you some tips. You activate this card. You surely need to activate this card because this will be the bait. This card will be the bait for your combo. So why? So if this card is activated, your opponent, sometimes your opponent actually activates the uh, what's that? Oh yeah, Ash Blossom. Ash Blossom is activated, negated this card, and go for this card for the bait. Then activate this card. Just discard this card. Don't discard this card because you really need its effect, which is I'm going to show you again. Discard. This card doesn't really matter as much as for the combo for this turn combo, but I will show you why. So yeah, again, after adding these two cards, just put this, and still it's still in this. Remember, it's still in this spot. Uh, it's a continuous spell, so it's really needed here. I'm going to explain why. Activate, summon, activate, special summon 2, Exceed. Just go for the common Utopia combo here, the Zexal, then activate. So there's a very high chance it will be negated. So this card stays in your hand. I will say it to you. This card stays in your hand. If this card is discarded, don't summon this card. I'm begging you, do not summon this card. Although you can still summon this card. I'll just put here. I'll just put it here so you can just understand why I didn't summon this card when activating and when doing this. So first I'm going to summon this. Alright. So I'll explain why there's two ways. So again, let's say they effect failure this one. It's good. You're still good. Don't panic. Don't panic. Just do this. So I'll show you not being effect veilered. So you can still search for this ZS, and then go for your combo. Let's say this card is in this top. Then special summon this the effect. Activate its effect. Special summon, special summon. So you have 5 cards. 5 cards on the field plus your ZS Utopia saves. So if I didn't summon this, just go for this. And then go for Primitive. And just activate this card. Then search. Search for where is it? Yeah. Here, search this card. Special summon this card. Destroy this card. And add your. Now this is a very tricky one. If you're planning to go on no activations of the monsters, if you plan that, you go for this card. Zexal Field. If you're planning on Kali Yuga, just go with this. But there's an actual combo that you can still directly go to the spell card without searching for that. So like I said, I special summon this card. Let's go back to where these 3 cards are still in play. This card's still on the field, and this card is still on the deck. What you're going to do is just special summon this 4, activate this effect, search for your uh, spell card, search for that, activate, search. Now there's no wasted card here. There's no wasted card. We're planning on having no cards on the hand. Sometimes the opponent relies on the opponent's hand cards. And still activate this. There's no cards on my hand, so it's not a problem. And again, you can actually just combo off with it. So let's go back where this card is still on the play. This card is still in here as a special summon this card. And then what you plan to do is just destroy the other one and then go for an Xyz. Just go for an Xyz. Just leave this card out. Then go for an Xyz. Then special summon Utopia. As much as possible, don't special summon double at the first turn. So one of my suggestions here is just uh, special summon Utopic for the negation of Nibiru. That's all your play because sometimes the opponent, when they see Utopia, they plan on letting you have a full board, so you cannot combo off of it. But still, activating this card is a pleasure. So just special summon this card for negation, then special summon this card. Then you want to search for the Zexal weapons, which is you're not going to activate. You're only going to activate adding the this card. Search for Hyperranka, and then go for kill for K6Cs. Then activate Ranka, activate, then just combo off. This card's been activated, so we're just gonna add the activated card. Yeah, so this card. So now there's an actual problem now. This card, you don't have cards for you to activate because you don't have any hands, which is why this card stays in your hand no matter what. This card stays in your hand. Now, activate this card, return this. After returning that, search for the rank up. No questions asked. Go for Kali Yuga, set 1, activate its effect. We activated its effect. Go for number 38. Always go for number 38 before summoning. I've tried that. Okay, so your opponent has one spell step. Set 1, end phase, draw phase, activate during draw phase. Then special summon your big eye. And then during main phase, would it activate some card? Kali Yuga, no questions asked. This card, very good card. Now that's all for the combo. This is the combo setup.